Good afternoon, everyone. I think we've been sitting for quite some time. Can we just stand? Maybe do some energizer. We call it energizer. Maybe just take a stretch. Everybody do as I do. Just take a stretch. So can you just tell somebody beside you, you're welcome? Just ask their name. Network. Just 2 minutes. Okay. Can we sit down? Thank you. Thank you very much. This afternoon we are looking at, very shortly, changing the narrative changing the narrative using Acadoprenuership, and we're just going to show us what we do at Federal University of Technology. Okay. We'll go through the outline, the introducing the narrative, Acadoprenuership, then FUTEC Hub. Okay, we're trying to get I think I need to have it. We're not going to spend time about the narrative because it's a narrative that we know. And this narrative is that Nigerians are the best worldwide. Can we agree to that? Let's really just appreciate Nigeria. Nigerians are the best worldwide. Every good thing, there's a Nigerian there. And every not so good thing, there's a Nigerian innovator there. So we contribute to the global pool of innovation. We have homegrown talents that can evolve into meaningful developments. And we have an enviable youth population. Those youths have energy, the youths have skills, and Federal University of FUTMinna is one of the fastest growing universities when it comes to youth innovation, especially for STEM. This narrative does not stop there. The unemployment is still on the increase. The skills acquired during academic journey do not really match the job descriptions. And we have many brilliant research outputs. Especially in my university, you see that many brilliant research outputs. Yes, I think it's working now. And we have lack of acquired knowledge in transferring this innovative. These are the narratives that we hear every day and we see. But there are some findings that we found out due to some years in working with startups and MSMEs. I'm an engineer, telecommunications engineer, but I found myself in the entrepreneurship space. I've been a consultant for over 10 years, working with MSMEs as a coach and as a trainer, startups. And we found that there's a lot of absence of mentoring and coordinating platforms for small businesses, business support, and really no coordination between university and the town and gown divide. The town and gown divide is important because when we talk of industries, the industries in Nigeria are very few compared to the number of students we have, the number of researchers we have, and the pool of innovations that we have. So if we were to map out students or interns to industries, we won't be able to map our students. So we have to look at something else other than just the industry. And there are no coordinated capitalist and investor systems. Okay. So that brought us to our brand that we call Acadoprenuership. And what Acadoprenuership is majorly about is two words, academic and entrepreneurship. Coined from two words, academia and entrepreneurship. It means turning academic ideas, innovations, the pool of innovations that we have, we're turning them into research viable businesses and startups right in the campus. So what we have come to do in Acadoprenuership is a rescue. And that rescue is simply to support to bring a synergy between the industry, the academia, and the government. Majorly, a lot of this synergy has been going on between the academia, government regulators, and industry. But I'm going to share with you what we have been doing in Federal University of Technology, FUTMinna. And some of the bringing academics and entrepreneurship together, we have stated objectives so that we create enabling environment to nurture academic ideas. So we have academic ideas. Don't forget some of the problems we found is that we have our prototypes, our research findings, especially for the University of Technology. You see a whole place, you see a lot of prototypes, those that have been in FUTC, just see the prototypes. These prototypes should have solved some problems. And the problems we think they should have solved could be just our homegrown problems, our local problems. We still go out and see our MSMEs, our farmers, our parents still do the things the way they did it 20 years, and they're academic institutions. So we also want to create employment opportunities, internship, and investment opportunities. So we have the mission, and the mission of the FUTEC Entrepreneurship Centre is job creation and promotes women and minority entrepreneurship, identifying potential business opportunities. We dwell more on MSMEs because they constitute a large number. So if we could tailor our research findings to solving MSMEs problems, I think we will be able to map out students for internship. So that brought us to what we call the FUTEC. FUTEC stands for Federal University of Technology Entrepreneurship Centre Incubation Hub. It's managed by the Entrepreneurship Centre, and that's our logo there. We have a motto, and that motto is breaking barriers through innovations. We know there are a lot of barriers, but I think we can proudly stand and say we've been able to break quite some barriers through the innovations by the students. It's a unique concept of the center to provide continuous guide to startup, students as well as community members to ensure survival of their business. When in 2021, 2 years ago, we decided to start the hub, and we started training, Acadoprenuership training. After doing some Acadoprenuership training, you just see that after doing a training, if there is no support, after you come back some years back, the person, an idea, the business idea, you've taken the person through the Acadoprenuership loop, but there is no support. We decided to start the FUTEC Hub. So her very first family meeting was held in October 2021. The first set of incubators were inducted in June 2020. Asking me, here is a facility. You know, when you see hubs in 2019, we were privileged to have quite some training due to my work with partners. So we had trainings on how to run an incubation hub. And everything you see when it comes to incubation hub is about facilities. You have a brainstorming room, you have things, enough facilities to take care of, bring out innovations. But we didn't really see that facilities as a need. And the first time I told someone that we have a hub, he said, where is the hub? I want to see. I said, it's in the cloud. And the cloud is big. So our very first hub, the hub, where the first inductees, they were in the cloud. In the cloud in such a way that we have networks, we have networking with them, we have family meetings, we support them in coaching, and we do trainings. So that space and time are no barriers, and they do not stop us. We may not be able to give them a shop, but we are able to share with them on how to bootstrap. So we have incubators that are working from their homes. Presently, we have 300 incubators, and we give them trainings, we give them mentorship, and access to finance. We've been able to register CSC registration for them and support them in growing their business. So a complete ecosystem inclusion and support. There are 3 routes to coming into Acadoprenuership. You can come in through to the hub, the FUTEC Hub. You can come in through Acadoprenuership Startup Loop. You can come in through the business idea competition, or the business idea competition. The business idea competition is our star product in Federal University of Technology, FUTMinna. We give a call for you to come out, dare to stand out, dare to take that challenge. Practice made perfect. The very first business idea competition took place in June 2021. We called out. It was like, how do we get the money? The prize is for the money. But we got a prize for them. And do you know what that prize was? The prize for BIC in Federal University of Technology is a space in the incubation hub. So when you win a prize, when you win when you come to the business idea competition, we take you through registration, shortlisting, training, pitching, a boot camp of 1 week. And in that boot camp of 1 week, we teach you several things about, refining your business idea. And if you show enough passion, all we need is a passion. When you show enough passion for that innovation, for that thing you have, then we admit you to the incubation hub, which is the prize for the business idea competition. And we've been able to sustain this business idea competition. We are going to have the 7th season 7 by November next month. We'll be having season 7. So we've had quite a lot of students. Like we said, we have about 300 incubates. That means the entrepreneurs doing business. This is the Acadoprenuership Startup Loop. You can also come in through the Acadoprenuership Startup Loop. These are particularly for students that are in their 400 level. Some of them now, during this internship, when they have this internship, they take the Acadoprenuership Startup Loop. It's a loop of 6 months training where you are taken through starting your business, design thinking, how to refine your business idea, your innovation, how do you get a partner, and we guide you through those 6 months. If you take that's the trainings. We have modular trainings, and some of the trainings are done online because we have a learning management system to support us. We have given Acadoprenuership training to other students that are partners with AI for CE. So in the hub, we do trainings, we do mentorship, competitions, and demonstrations. Like we said, we break barriers. We keep having incubation family meetings. We have workshops online. We do workshops, need-based workshops for our incubates online. We support them. We do coaching sessions and branding, business branding, then looking for markets. We have a team in the center that we work with, and over 50 staff that we have taken through trainings on how to support startups. These are some profile of incubates. And as we speak, we started the first set of incubates in 2021. We have over 300 incubates. Now we have broken out into hubs. That means the FUTEC Hub have different units. You have the ICT Hub, you have the Agric Hub, the different hub. So we have the Agric Hub. The Agric Hub is for farming crops and animals. These are students. Just last month, we've registered the FUTMinna Farmers Cooperative Society. Is registered. This year, we found 13 hectares of land farmed by students and staff, and we've just harvested our maize and we're harvesting our rice. So we did that using outgrowers support, and also we farmed poultry. Interestingly, NUC has insisted that all Entrepreneurship Centre should coordinate GST3, they have the ENT, yes. So we are coordinating it, and the ENT 301, that is the 300 level version of it, is what they call venture creation. So what we do in venture creation is that you must start. So in 200 level, we give you business idea, you think of your business idea, your business model canvas, how do you build a business model canvas, how do you get partnership. But when you come to 300 level, as a department, you must start a business in that department. So this farmers cooperative is managed by the Agric student. You have School of Agric. So what they do is that it's quite an interesting thing, having the synergy. So we've formed a cooperative, and we are raising funds ourselves through the cooperative to build our pens. We also have the driving hub, the FUTEC driving school. We have a driving school that has started. We've certified about 5 drivers, but right now the second cohort are having their lessons. So you can have the skill of driving. We have a department of transport and innovation, and they are running it. The students are running it. They've commenced training this year. We have a functional driving simulator. We also have the Share Production Hub. We have students that are into share production. They are into cosmetics, soap making. So we've been able to create a hub where we are able to get the production materials for them. So you have quite some products of our students. And then we also have the water factory. We have a water factory, both bottle and sachet water. The water factory, the FUTEC Hub Water Production Hub, is also run and managed by the students, completely by the students. And we have the students of food science working there, coming there for skill. We call it skill acquisition. But they run it and they manage it in a very interesting way, very interesting ecosystem. They do lab analysis. So we have a student population of over 100. They have those that apply to be workers there, and also they have schedules for working. So once there is going to be productions are done on Wednesday nights, then you have Fridays and Saturdays production. You state your availability. You also have the students for maintaining and doing water analysis, completely as part of their course, as part of their experience, and seeing how they can run a water factory. Ross. Okay, we have the ICT Hub. The ICT Hub majorly is going into digital career cohort. There's a call that is out now and it's starting November 6th. It's a free cohort. But the fact that FUTEC Hub has over 300 incubates, we call them campus entrepreneurs. So we're creating a market space. As I speak, Prof will be inviting you for the commissioning of our market space. So the market space is called ACADO-Mat. ACADO-Mat. ACADO-Mat is both virtual and physical. We had a virtual space where we brought it down and we are working more in the virtual space, but the physical space is right in the campus, and a space we are completing the ACADO-Mat. And that product, any product sold in that marketplace, is only products that are produced by campus entrepreneurs. When we say campus entrepreneurs, there are students that have to be in campus and support themselves. I've met them. They do artwork. Even the ones that work in the farm, they are supporting themselves and paying their way through school. So we give them that support that an incubation gives them. They can bring their products and in the marketplace, and they can also be supported to provide infrastructure to produce, like in the Share Butter Hub. So we just have the soap making device and things, and then we support them in marketing. These are some of our incubates. Lodge Me, graphic design, cleaners, joined us in 2021, 2022, and they are doing awesomely well. Yes, they are doing well. They are even, we are just, some have just, they've graduated now, but they said they are serving in Minna, and I'm happy because we could have them as mentors for the younger ones. Lodge Me app, we have the different startups. Gary, sometimes I like telling this story just to encourage us. The Gary Free, Stone Free, Sir White, he was one of the very first set of incubators that we had. He came in 2019 for post-UTME exams, and he said when he was sitting in the room, he heard the other students complaining that Minna Gary has plenty sand. Anyone that has stayed in Minna bought Minna Gary, when you finish drinking Gary, you will see like a handful of sand in your bowl. And he came from Ijebuland. So when he was coming back to resume, he came with a bag of Gary, and he shared among. They say, wow, this is your Gary, this is your Gary. That is how he started selling Gary. And by the time he came to our hub and we supported him, he sells about 10 bags of Gary in a week. Because he doesn't have to sell it, he just becomes a distributor. We'll be able to provide warehouse and support for him. So he now has partners. That means the partners in his hometown that are also partners in the business to ensure quality control. He has those that do logistics. That is one of them. This also, like Run Gas. Run Gas will supply gas. You just have to tell them you need gas, and he brings gas to you. But Run Gas has, after being supported in the hub, to work, because when you come to the hub, we give you ID card, and we also, you are identified by the security to know that you are a campus entrepreneur. Don't harass a student that is trying to run business in campus, but support the student. I think that's also part of equity. Yeah. So you have roggers, you have nice and well providing laundry. There are quite a lot of them. We wouldn't have been able to do this if we did not build our ecosystem. So our ecosystem, we connect and we keep our connection. We have the student body, research groups, incubation centers, financial bodies, partners, MSMEs. A lot of MSMEs, we are partnering with cooperatives. We have the e-learning platform, the SME Sabi e-learning platform that we are using in training, incubates and also the students. And we've also partnered with MSMEs that are doing well within our locality. We don't go far, but within our locality they are doing well and they act as mentors. So they come in a forum, we have forums like this where we meet with our incubates and they can ask the MSMEs some questions and they can become mentors. So we've also partnered with quite some associations. Moving forward, the startups, the student entrepreneurs are encouraged to give back to community. So if you train a business, you want to set up, you can try some new things with the community. So we have set them doing a career mentorship program. We have what we call the high school SPAC. We had its first season in 2021. 2022 was labeled by a strike. 2023 we had a school SPAC. That means some students go out, incubates go out to secondary schools within Minna, give them entrepreneurship training, and then they come to the campus to do the challenge. So we call it school SPAC, high school SPAC, and it's quite exciting to see young people join us. We also do tech for young, that is skill acquisition for secondary schools. All these are parts of moving forward. We have art exhibition because we don't have an art department, but we have artists. Some of them are in engineering. So we've been able to sell most of their art products, artworks, and the next art exhibition will be slated very soon. I think we got some of the artists from even University of Ilorin, ABU Zaire participate in our last art exhibition because the students just reach out and they bring the artwork and it's sold. We've reached out for product commercialization. Like we said, don't allow these final year products shouldn't be done without having an end user in place. So the end users now are MSMEs. For this, we have the Fidels Women Cooperative that have they worked with the researcher, Professor Sunde. They won a grant in research, and they worked together to see that after building the machines will be given to the cooperative. But we know Nigerians, if we give you free, you may not maintain it, I mean? So it will be given to them that they will pay instrumentally to recoup. And then with the agreement also that if the machines are not perfect, but interestingly, these MSMEs cannot go to China to import all their lines. So they still need us to fabricate little things for them. So we will be able to, the next set of students will do something better. And what is on ground now is final year projects for MSMEs. We reached out to some MSMEs and we have some of these projects. They are the projects that final year students are doing now. We had to key in with researchers, and researchers agreed that when they finish this project, it will be for the MSME, the degree will be for the student, and then the publication will be for the researcher. And then it will be co-sponsored. Co-sponsored is that the MSME will bring in some money to make this work. So we've started it, and we're hoping by December we'll be seeing the outcome of this research. There are so many research, even computer science that can be done, softwares that you can do for businesses, small businesses. But just let the small business agree, I'll do the software for you. So that you don't just do the software and you just leave it on the shelf. You do the software, someone is using it, there is a feedback mechanism. So we call it test before invest. You are testing it before you now formalize. We have the FUTEC Startup Incubation that we started, and we are ready for the launch. The launch is slated for 22nd November. I'm inviting you. We discovered that when we have our startups, we need money for them. We want money, just sometimes small money. Instead of getting investment for them, we want to be part of the investment. That is why we want to launch the startup fund. So when we get the startup fund, We invest in you, and that investment is majorly as equity investment. We get maybe machines for you. If it's a software you've developed and maybe you need some money for subscriptions, we get it for you. As long as you have the passion. I think the big thing is the innovation and the passion. Once that passion is there, we have our dream that we have 500 startups within a period of 5 years. We've just done 2 years and we have 300 startups and 300 plus. We hope to turn the community into an entrepreneurial heaven. Our ACADO was a dream 2 years ago and it's becoming a reality, and I think in a few weeks or months we'll be able to commission our academic markets where you can showcase your talent even online and say, I can do this, and you will be able to get internship positions as a student. In conclusion, brain drain continues. Acadoprenuership through Entrepreneurship Centre brings a ray of hope. We have tried to empower students and staff and local startup communities. Yes, we're working with startup communities. We're working with cooperatives. We meet with them and we discuss with them. For this final year student, it was a meeting. Then they discuss, these are our problems, this is what. So if we produce this thing for you, one spin-up making machine, you will use it and you will allow us to take feedback from the machine as we are using it. And all those are written in agreement. So they use it. After that, you can replicate the machine and become better. I think if we go this way, we will soon become the China of Africa. Though our dream is to become the MIT of Africa. Thank you. You can see some of our this thing in the LinkedIn and Facebook. Thank you.